know something, Holly? You and I had the only two senses of humor in the whole family.
Oh, let's not forget Father.
Ah, now, he could tell a story, all right. In fact, I've yet to meet the man who could outdo Charles when it came time to tell a joke.
Unfortunately, he'd lost a lot of that ability in his later years.
Yes, I'd heard about his death in Victoria. I'm sorry.
Yes, well, the way it turned out, it was probably for the best. Percy was being really horrible to him. It was an escape for Father.
Anyway, he was a good man. Probably too good for the family. But enough of this. You must tell me all about your husband.
He's Australian.
Oh, no.
Wait, it gets better.
He's an accountant.
Police commissioner.
I'm sorry?
That's his job, Alistair. He's the police commissioner of Port Charles.
What, you are little Holly married to a police commissioner? I don't believe it.
I'll have him show you his badge when he comes home, if you like.
Oh, well, this can only mean you're out of the family business now.
Yes, I have been for some time. How about you?
Oh, no. Not a bit of it. I'm like you now. Left with my memories and not much else.
Well, I'm relieved. I was worried there for a moment that you were still involved.
No. The thrill had gone out of it. No, I'm much happier now. Poorer, but happier.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean.
Well, you seem to be doing pretty well for yourself.
Oh, well, Robert is. I'm just along for the ride.
Well, hello, love. Who we got here?
This is my cousin, Alistair.
Crawford. Pleased to meet you, sir. Holly's been telling me all about you.
Oh, has she now?
Yes, and I was remarking on how shocked the family must have been to hear of your marriage.
I said Alistair could stay for a few days. That is all right, isn't it, dear?
Oh, I suppose so, yes.
Oh, that's really most kind of you, sir. I promise I'll stay out of the way.
That's good, because I do quite a bit of my work from home. As a matter of fact, I have a little to do right now. I'll see you at dinner, Mr...
Crawford. I look forward to it, sir.
We're having the mayor and his wife to dinner tonight. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to meet you.
Yes, look, I'll be right out. Excuse me.
Very handsome chap.
Thank you.
Debonair, refined, he even dresses well.
For a police commissioner.
No, for anybody. I better go upstairs and change myself if I don't want to be upstaged.
You upstaged, Alistair? Never.
How long do I have?
Well, I'm expecting him for cocktails any second.
Oh, I'll hurry then. Oh, and thanks very much again for all your hospitality.
My pleasure.
Well, nothing there on Alistair Crawford.
You didn't?
It was just a routine check. I mean, let's face it, some of your family are a pretty low-life lot.
Well, this one isn't. He and I went straight about the same time.
You won't mind if I keep my eyes on the silver, will you?
Very funny.
I'm not joking.
The man happens to be an invited house guest, and I would appreciate it if you would treat him with the accustomed respect.
I'll work on it. That must be Lee and Gale.
I'll get it.
Hello. I hope we're not too early.
No, not at all.
Please come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Oh, hello, Robert. How are you?
Oh, good.
Hello,
Lee?
Robert. You know, I think I've been here a dozen times, and I can't get over what a terrific place this is.
Isn't it quite something, though? I was telling Holly the same thing during tea. Alistair Crawford, how do you do, sir?
Oh, fine. Lee Baldwin. This is my wife, Gail.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you. Holly was telling me you're the mayor of this fine city, sir.
Oh, yes. Well, for the next couple of years, anyway.
Alistair is my cousin. He's going to be staying with us for a few days.
Oh, well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, I was just passing through and decided to look up my dear cousin Holly. It's been, what, Holly, 10 years? 10 years? And she hasn't changed a bit.
Well, she has. The question is of you.
Mentioned Casablanca. Now, tell me, is it still a haven for thieves and international criminals like it was before World War II?
A few more tourists now, but yes, more or less the same.
You've been there, then?
Oh, once or twice. Soak up the local atmosphere.
Must be a lot of it.
You have to know the right places to look.
All the exotic places in the world, and I hardly ever get out of Port Charles, except for psychiatric conventions.
Come on now, we take a lot of trips.
Well, yes, but we certainly don't go to all these exciting places like Mr. Crawford has been to.
Please. Alistair.
Oh.
I'd love to hear some of these stories, Alistair.
Well, I spent a year in Argentina. Oh, now, that's another well-known hideout. Do you know there's even a bar there known as the Wehrmacht? Yeah, German war criminals just drinking it up together.
Well, that is terrible.
You see, they can stay there as long as they like.
Well, all right, that's one place we can skip on our next vacation.
That's a wise choice.
You've really been almost all over the world, then.
Oh, around it about 3 times, I guess.
Well, a lifetime of traveling. May I ask exactly what it is you do?
For a living?
Well, all that traveling, that doesn't come cheaply.
He's a novelist, aren't you, Alistair?
Yes. Yes, that's right. Most of my novels are set in exotic locales. That's why I do so much traveling.
Well, I imagine you are very successful. If the stories you've been telling us are any indication.
And you have a great imagination.
Well, thank you.
Yes, I guess imagination must run in the family, along with a few other things.
I don't know why you'd say that, Robert. Shall we have dinner then?
Oh, all right. Now, do you mind if I bring that wine? Do you mind if I bring that wine?
Yes, I guess imagination must run in the family, along with a few other things.
I don't know why you'd say that, Robert. Shall we have dinner then?
Oh, all right. Now, do you mind if I bring that wine?
Holly! Holly! Where are you? Huh? What the devil?
Lower your voice.
What's he doing?
Meditating.
Why?
He says it's uplifting.
Well, can't he lift himself up somewhere else?
No, he says the vibrations in his room aren't conducive.
Oh. What about a room at the YMCA?
Robert, what is it you wanted anyway?
I'm looking for my paper. Where is it?
Oh, Alistair, I was reading it.
What's he been doing? Practicing origami with it?
I'll straighten it out.
No. Before you do that, there's something else that has to be straightened up first.
I don't know what you're so upset about.
Then let me tell you. I come down into my living room this morning, I see this half-naked geezer on the couch, all twisted up like he's been in a hit and run, and my newspaper spread all over the city.
Would you please keep your voice down a bit? You'll disturb his meditation.
I don't care one holy mantra for his meditation.
Being awfully rude, don't you think?
Not rude enough, otherwise he wouldn't be here.
What have you got against him anyway?
Oh, where do I begin?
He is a guest in our house, and he's a relative.
I didn't marry your relatives.
Sorry, comes with the package.
Well, when's he leaving anyway?
He just got here.
Seems like years.
What? I just don't understand this attitude of yours.
I don't like him lurking about.
He's not lurking about.
Well, how do you know what he does when we go to work?
At least he's not running computer checks on you.
Well, if he was, at least I'd come up clean.
So did he.
Yes, for a reason that escapes me.
Maybe he didn't do anything.
Maybe the earth is flat.
Robert, please try and be nice to him. After all, he's just about the only relative I can or want to see.
And that's another thing I don't understand.
What?
Why would you want to have anything to do with any of your relatives?
I don't, just Alistair.
Why?
Because he's fun and entertaining and witty
And up to no good.
You have no proof of that. I think he's perfectly harmless.
We'll see.
Please, Robert, try and be nice to him. It means a lot that he's here.
All right. But let's not forget those immortal words uttered by George Bernard Shaw.
Which words are those?
House guests are like fish. After 3 days, they smell.
I'll write that down. Oh, speaking of food, do you want some breakfast?
Good idea. How's about some eggs?
We're all out.
Oh, plenty in the fridge last night.
Alistair drank them.
He drank them?
Raw. He claims they're good for the nerves.
Well, he'd know all about that, wouldn't he? Because he's got plenty of it. What do I do for breakfast now?
There are plenty of perfectly lovely things you can have for breakfast that don't involve eggs. Now, just trot off to your computer room and I'll find something here and bring it into you.
All right, Holly, I'll do just as you say.
Oh.
I'll trot off to my computer room.
And please don't disturb Alistair.
I don't have to, do I? Alistair's disturbed enough as it is.